All right, welcome back, everybody. I wanted to make this video because it's something that's helped me out a lot lately, and if you watch any other videos on this channel, I know there's a lot of RV adventures and things along those lines, but I also want to put a lot of tutorials out there that have helped me in my career with video, photo, time-lapse podcasting, whatever it may be. And this is one that I've done a lot lately, and I just feel like it's so useful and so easy. And I know a lot of people are making podcasts now, so if you're doing video podcasts and you have a separate video and audio recording going on, so if you have one audio source going into the camera itself, another audio source going onto a recorder similar to like what I have, and then you're syncing them later, you can run into a thing called audio drift. So this happens over long periods of time, maybe not like a 15 or 20 minute video, but definitely over the course of like an hour, hour and a half video. And a lot of my clients have been sending me videos that are an hour plus, some 2 hours. And in the beginning, it's easy to sync up. You can get the clap right in the beginning of the video, and you hit it, and you find the spike, and you match it, and that's great. But as the video goes on, and you're at an hour 15 mark, you can start to notice there's a drift in the audio. It's almost as if the audio starts to like slow down. You won't hear it, but you can definitely see it, and it does not line up anymore with what you're watching. So I'm just gonna walk you through my workflow, start to finish, from Adobe Premiere all the way through to Adobe Audition and back, as to how I fix this problem. It's really easy, only a few steps. Let's jump in. All right, here we are inside of Adobe Premiere Pro, and I have my video source and my audio source. Now I'm working off a podcast called 3 of 7 Podcast. It's somebody I met a long time ago. He's ex-Navy SEAL, this dude with a giant beard. Awesome guys, check him out. They're also ultra marathon runners, really cool stuff. But they'll send me podcasts that are, this one's like an hour and a half, and they all average about the same time frame, and they're using that Rode recorder, which as you can see on the table, and they're also using a separate mic on top of the camera, which is just scrap audio. It's just to help me sync it later. So at the beginning of every podcast, Chad will clap a few times, which is great, and it does help in the beginning of it, but as the audio goes on, it starts to drift out of sync. So if we zoom in here, and I know you can use the audio sync function, but it doesn't always work great. And also their camera was plugged in, which caused this like electrical noise to take place within the mic. So that's what you're seeing, which is like horrible audio inside of the camera, which is fine because it's great audio coming off the mics on their table. So it's all synced up more or less here. So if you listen, you can see it lines up perfectly. All their audio lines up.
Chili is squirrely as mess this morning.
They're funny guys. So all the audio lines up great here, but if we jump to the end, you can see just all of these audio spikes drifting out of sync. So let's just see if we can just see.
Your own verse, whatever applies to your life, you can use it. But
so you can hear multiple different people talking. It's definitely not lined up anymore, where in the beginning it was. So to fix this problem, we're going to first send it to Adobe Audition. So come over to your sequence, which is right here, and then you're going to go into Edit in Adobe Audition, Edit Sequence. So once this pops up, you're going to browse, make sure it's all in the same folder. That way you keep everything nice and organized. So under here, I have an Audition folder itself because they create these side folders for like your auto backups and stuff. So we'll select the folder here, name it Audio Drift Test, whatever, and then you'll send it over into Adobe Audition. All right, once you got the files loaded into Adobe Audition, double check that your sync in the beginning was accurate. Obviously, we did listen to it and it did line up, but I do like to just take a look just to be sure. And again, I realize that the video audio is exponentially bad in this one. But if you look, you can kind of see that I lined it up close, but not quite. So I'm going to back it up a little bit and really get in there, make sure that the front of the audio is lined up. Keep in mind, I'm only moving the good audio from the recording device. I am not touching the video audio at all. I'm only touching the audio from the device on their table. So after that's lined up, we can zoom out, and then we can go ahead and just jump to the end. So now you can see clearly all of these areas that no longer line up as they should. So first of all, make sure this is toggled on over here. It's your global clip stretching. So if that's toggled on, you come over and hover your mouse towards the end, and when you'll see a thing that says stretch comes up. So you're gonna just push it to the left until everything lines up nicely. You can zoom in and double check. It looks like I'm pretty close. I'm gonna just go a little bit further. Check again, and I think we are all good. Yep, that looks nice. So you can also check it the same way you checked the audio originally. You can just jump back a little bit and just make sure you don't hear like almost like a fake echo, I guess, if one of the voices was like a little bit off or somebody was obviously talking over someone else. You can also see your video down here, so you can kind of watch it and make sure everything lines up right.
Appreciate that.
So I don't hear any echo, nothing like that. Obviously, I just had the track soloed, so if I have them
Got
both
anything
on,
else, Chili?
I don't hear like the fact that it'll be coming out of two different microphones, two different sources. So now that I'm confident everything's good, I'm going to mute the video audio, the bad audio, and then I'm going to go up and send it back to Adobe Premiere. So now we're going to go back, export to Adobe Premiere. You're going to make sure it's all in the right folder, say new audio, and then I will mix it down into one stereo file and then send it back to Premiere. All right, you're going to get this pop up in Adobe Premiere that new audio track is ready, so you'll hit OK. You'll solo that track. After you do that, you can come in and just double check it. Everything should be fine. The reason you don't move the video audio is because then everything lines up ahead of it. And, you know, you can come in and check everything from here.
Good Lord, Chili is squirrel.
Yeah, they're funny guys. But that lines up fine. If we jump to the end, same thing. You can see this is where your audio was, this is where it is, and that's the spikes we wanted to line up, which they line up great now. From there, everything's good. You can export your file, and you're good to go. Just make sure that you only have the good audio track checked off. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. There's plenty more lessons to come, a lot more RV adventures to come. We have some dark sky shoots coming up, which will be really awesome. I'll be teaching some astrophotography basics, and we can go into some intermediate and advanced things as well. Anything you want to learn, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.